Hello and welcome! Silrace here with Build Showcase. Build on your screen right there. Pause the video if you wish to copy the exact. Main components also listed in the description below. Kodiak 3. So I have finally acquired the Kodiaks. This is the first game ever in Kodiak 3. So obviously I have no pilot skills whatsoever. If you have pilot skills, you will see better performance from the build. If you have modules, you will see better performance because I have no modules installed either. Well, obviously I have consumables, which will not be used in this gameplay anyway. So, besides the point. This is very well known build by now. I just decided to, okay, everybody's talking about it, let's play it. How I have it set up is I have one UAC10 and one UAC5 in each side torso, and also mounted in such order that the UAC5s are above. So I have the longer range guns higher on the mech, so I can peek over hills with the things which, well, have better reach, better range to them. Now, obviously, as this is my first game you are seeing on the background here, I had no idea how this mech plays, whatnot. General idea of how the gameplay in general works in Mechwarrior Online, but individually this particular mech variant and so on, not so good idea. However, most people would say that this mech is still overpowered and stuff. That is subjective thing. I am not going to say one way or another. For one, I don't have enough experience with it to actually say that it is overpowered. Just because you get destroyed by something doesn't mean that something is overpowered. You just might not have figured out how to deal with it. And by now, I would say Kodiak 3 has been in the game for long enough that at least personally I have figured out many ways on how to, you know, engage the Kodiak 3. So it will be very interesting to finally play it from the other side, and also to figure out different kinds of builds, what to use on it, instead of just this one everybody seems to run these days.
Target acquired.
This one is being run on multiple different engine sizes. I'm doing it with the XL400 myself, max rated XL engine. After all, it is a clan XL engine, so that alleviates some of the issues of an XL engine. The big issues with an XL engine obviously being that it makes the mech extremely fragile for the inner sphere. For the clans it doesn't exactly do that, because you don't die from losing a single side torso. Simple. So, if this was an inner sphere mech, I would be using a standard engine. But since it is clans, I will be using an XL engine. Very simple there. You could easily run this with a standard engine though. That is not that big of an issue, big of a problem. And this is what I completely and utterly expected on a Kodiak anyway. Somebody sees you, they are going to shoot you, they're going to ignore everybody else and they are going to focus fire you, because everybody's like, oh, it's a Kodiak, must die now. I can kind of understand that, but it also, from the few games I've played across the Kodiaks now, it tends to also draw people into bad positions when they are like, oh, must go kill the Kodiak, and then suddenly they are doing silly movements and whatnot. But here, expose myself to as little mechs as possible and then pour out this firepower. And frankly, my aim sucks. I haven't played enough with the with these mounts, as in first game. I have no idea where the mounts are truly located on the mech. I haven't gotten used to that yet. And also, I just haven't played enough with the Clan Ultra ACs for a while now, so my aim is going to suck. Another thing to say about the Clan Ultra ACs anyway is that they are very damage inefficient weapon. If you really wanted to kill things fast, you would run things like dual gauge rifles or whatever. This is just going to pour out a whole lot of firepower, and that's all it really does.
Target destroyed.
Right? But I deal a whole lot of damage, but actually being able to kill things, well, the Ultra AZs aren't that good, well, the clan ones, because any movement by a target you shoot, because of the multiple projectiles, makes those, well, shots spread all over the enemy mag. So, damage inefficient weapon, kind of like a laser, essentially, if you think about it. Now, this is one of those, like, okay, who do I shoot, and I have to make sure I don't just randomly get flanked and shot in the rear by somebody from that side. So I have to be careful as I poke out, but okay. Lots of things down here. Let's go down here. Let's focus the fire things on, well, the stuff which I have vision of. Firstly, that urban mech, which was, well, kind of in the way anyways, and then there was the Hellbringer, and I managed to hide myself from the urban mech and stuff, and here we go. Enforcer is just, okay, running in. This is the kind of stuff I already spoke about. It's the Kodiak, must go kill Kodiak, and suddenly there are how many mechs shooting at the Enforcer?
Target destroyed.
Yeah, not the most brilliant move ever, but I guess they were losing badly enough, and this is what I mentioned about damage inefficiency. Like, I'm shooting at the rear of a Stalker. Of course, I was able to get only a couple of shots in before the Stalker moved out of the way, but still.
Target destroyed.
Had that been dual gauge rifles, it probably would have been a dead, well, Stalker right there, or very close to it anyway. But let's move on to the second game. Moving from the Grim Plexus to Canyon Network. This is the third game in Kodiak 3 for me, because the second game I ended up landing on Grim Plexus again, and I didn't want to show the same map twice in a row. Also, different game mode, so that is a positive bonus as well. Get to show the mech in action in a couple different situations. Now, Kodiak is fast. At least this build on Kodiak 3 is fast with the biggest possible Excel engine. As you can see, I can make away from the rest of the pack. This can be a massive detriment though, because frankly 100-ton mechs aren't all that tough. Especially ones with the Excel engines. Even though it is a clan Excel, it is still a little bit more fragile than running full mode standard engine. And when multiple mechs pour fire into you, you will absolutely get destroyed, especially when you are playing a 100-ton mech, which everybody considers a massive threat. So yeah, I wish this Cataphract had not destroyed the Alpha generator at this point yet, because it tells the enemy team the location for at least some of us, because they can see the map that their generator got destroyed. That tells them where some of us are. But hey, here is a Timberwolf. And hello, Mr. Timberwolf. Would you like some more of that? And there is a Timberwolf which has, well, fairly a few armor in the rear. And that is one of those situations where having, well, low rear armor was a bad idea. Okay, this Nova. This is a kind of unnecessary move by me to go after that Nova. However, when I still do not have my basic pilot skills, I believe at this point I had Cool Run and Anchor Turn. The point being, I want all the XP I can from these games, and that means getting kill assist on absolutely everything I can. Now, I don't want to expose myself more than necessary, but I wanted to try and finish off the Marauder. Didn't happen. Did not happen. Still managed to get it down quite a bit. And here, expose myself to as few enemies as possible while trying to shoot a target that is actually threatening, right? Because that is one of the basic components of any shooter game. If only one enemy can see you and you can shoot that enemy, then life is peachy. If you put yourself in a position where, well, you can shoot at one enemy or, you know, multiple enemies, and they all can shoot back at you, then you are likely in a massive disadvantage, because you can always only really shoot at one target at a time. Like this. Pull backwards so it's only the Timberwolf in vision, and there is a UAV above me, which I cannot do anything about. So let the team know. Yep, somebody please kill that UAV, because I can do nothing about it. One of the big issues with a build like this, you cannot do anything about a UAV on top of you. Oh well. Pour more fire into that thing, get another kill assist once it finally dies off. It actually wants to shoot me. Well, I can't really blame it that much, but hey, then there is another one who wants to shoot me, so I hide from the stalker. You know, to not take return fire. As you can see, I am still trying to share armor with the team. Like, I'm trying to push myself into locations where if my teammate is getting shot, like the hunchback there, or this guy right here on my left, they also have me to shoot at. That is the goal. I mean, it's easy to purely use your teammates as damage, you know, soaks, while you try and deal all the damage. You get lots of big numbers, you end up losing many games. Also, my bad, I walked into the friendly fire there, so my bad entirely on that. However, I do want this Marauder, so there is the Marauder then. Couple more enemies left, and then the game is pretty much done. Third game in Kodiak in the bag. Shadow thing and whatever. And the well, final bit of this is essentially chasing the one light mech or capping the base, one or the other, or chasing the final enemy mech or capping the base. So I'll let this run to the end. Thank you very much for watching, and of course, if you own Kodiak 3, you probably have played this particular build, or are playing some similar variation maybe. Anyway, still very effective build. Not saying it's overpowered, that is a subjective thing, but it certainly does a whole lot of work.